The literature is very clear. There's a couple nice papers back in the 1990, 91, 92. And learning styles don't work as a way to organize the classroom or the way to organize education for kids. Learning styles are preferences, and your preference may not match your learning system. So the way the data was collected for learning styles was to do observation. So if I go around here and I look, okay, at people's feet, interesting. Huh, we got a new group of people. I'm trying to see in the back. It just changed. Okay, if you're up in the front, most of you do not have your feet crossed. If you're in the back, most of you have your feet crossed. We have two styles. We have the foot cross style and we have the unfoot cross style. And now I have some data. I can write it up and I can see if there's a statistically significant difference between the two groups within the whole group. I can compare it to other groups, and I have my learning styles. The problem is you don't think with your feet. Okay? And so what learning styles are preferences. And that's how the data was collected. And people sat back and observed and created a taxonomy. Taxonomy is a way in which they divided up the data they collected. One is style set, or taxonomy is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Kinesthetic is the one I laugh at the most, is because there's nothing in your muscle movement that feeds back to the brain that's ever going to give you cognition. Okay, it's not the same as movement. So kids running around the room isn't helping them learn. Okay, what's happening is that probably the pictures are changing their head, and it's the pictures in their head that are probably helping them think. Okay, so the style stuff really didn't work. We have, Sternberg I think has like 15 different styles. Okay, and some of those become multiple intelligences. When I went into the field many decades ago, okay, when I took psychology, we had 18 different styles. We divided it up into nine. They became the subsets of the intelligence test. Okay, and your IQ tests are divided that way. So we've gone through this, and I see it today with mindfulness and a bunch of other stuff that's out there, where we're trying to take behaviors that we see, interpret them through our adult lenses that are already acquired, already learned, and with the language that we have, and come up with something that we think other people are doing. Okay? Or we use the introspection, which is ask them, how are you thinking? And the person's, like the deaf kids over in Vancouver said to me, oh, I'm a really good student. I listen. And it's like, what? Because they can't listen. They don't have sound. So then when I drew it all out, they go, oh yeah, I actually am seeing what you say. And so what we have to do is move out of the styles and preferences for doing, and we have to get into how does the brain actually learn? How is it that we actually create this meaning in this brain? So we're talking today about the brain. We're talking about how you learn.